Introducing first of all the challengers, the team of Max and Jeremy, Generation Me.
Tell you what, Mike, right out of the box here on No Surrender, I guess tonight is about opportunity. And big-time opportunity at hand for these two young men, Generation Me here. Right place, right time.
And now, introducing their opponents. They are the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the team of Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Ever since winning the TNA World Tag Team titles, and then on to that incredible 5-match series against James Storm and Robert Roode, Beer Money Incorporated, as I think we've seen the Motor City Machine Guns just reach an absolute new level of maturity when it comes to their work here at TNA as a tag team.
Hey, look, bottom line, this bad boy right here, the Machine Guns are the top dogs in the world of tag teams here in TNA. They are the tag team champions, top dogs. And right now, two young guns coming at them. So, I mean, two guys that they know very well. All four of these men have competed against each other several times. Always been just amazing matchups. And that's what it's about right there. Referee Brian Hebner, the beautiful tag team titles here at TNA.
Thought it was a great call to give Max and Jeremy Buck, Generation Me, that opportunity, as you mentioned, that chance to challenge Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, tonight here at No Surrender, especially because of the competitive nature of the match that these two teams recently had on Impact.
You can sense the buzz right here with our live audience, just because people, our fan base here, they realize the way these two teams compete against each other when they have at it. Well, let's see what we have here.
If body language tells a story, watching the entrance of Generation Me, where they sure seem serious, they sure seem focused about the task at hand for them, and this is their chance.
They better be. Listen, tag team titles or any kind of championship opportunity, they're few and far between. You get that opportunity, you better go for it hard. And I think that, you know, Max and Jeremy realize that. Now, Shelley controlling. You got Jeremy Buck with a top wrist lock, I should say. Nice bridging out.
I think we're seeing here an example of that maturity. This is Shelley doing his absolute best just to keep Jeremy Buck grounded. Quick roll through here, and Jeremy's shoulders down for 2.
Little simple leg sweep. I mean, just so quick on both these teams. See that very quick tag right there from Jeremy to Max. I don't believe Alex Shelley realized it at first.
Two incredible high-flying tag teams squaring off for the TNA World Tag Team titles, our opener at No Surrender. And usually it's a case where the Motor City Machine Guns are involved in a match. They're the high-flying team. I think Generation Me maybe even takes it one step further.
Oh, there's no argument on that. Definitely, I believe so. And you know, listen, again, we talk about opportunity, and look, Generation Me in the locker room area behind the scenes here in TNA, they kind of been bitching, moaning a little bit, waiting for their opportunity. When are we getting our shot? When are we getting our shot? Well, the shot's here. Let's see if you can deliver. Wow. Both men had same thing in mind. Look at that kip up there.
Wow, both go for the drop kick, both connect, and then both go chest to chest and nose to nose.
Look in the eyes right there of both men. You can see how serious this thing is here. I like this a little bit more of a serious side of Generation Me. I feel they need to do that. They need to start getting a little bit of an attitude going about it.
I think we saw some great insight on the reaction program, where we saw that Generation Me, Christian athletes, really so proud of their upbringing.
Well, you know, that's great, and they should be proud of their upbringing, and that they're brothers that compete with each other and compete against others in a great way. But you know what? That's all fine and well being a Christian athlete, but it comes time to be a badass. And I think that's what I'd like to see out of Generation Me. Maybe that's how they'll capture the tag team titles, if they can get that edge about it.
Just the mere name alone, Generation Me for Max and Jeremy Buck. you know, brings us to that generation where maybe it's like that sense of entitlement that we've seen from Generation Me, as the quick double team enables them to take over as Max connects off the top and then turns it over to Jeremy, and Jeremy perched up on top again.
Oh my God. Phenomenal right there by Gen Me. You could see that quick look of Jeremy's face, how serious he is about this here. Kind of signaling out Alex Shelley. You know, Mike, you talked about the sense of entitlement that the youth of our country or in the world have, that the Generation Me attitude. And I mean, I think that kind of is what it's about, and that's kind of is what Gen Me is. They stand for that. And again, they were complaining, and for weeks behind the scenes, that they want a shot. They feel they deserve a shot. They're gonna get a shot right there. Look at that!
Great rapid fire double team tactics by the champs. Sabin for the quick cover, and almost had him.
Yeah, you know, Sabin tried to steal it right there, and Jeremy was able to kick out.
Elbow drop leads to another cover and a 2 count.
You see how smart it was of Sabin to pull his opponent back towards his corner, try to cut the ring off.
And that's all part of the maturing of Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, and boy, just executing that strategy to perfection right now. Cutting off the ring, keeping your opponent on your side of the ring, and at the same time, the quick tags, always keeping the fresh man in with the offense.
Well, that's exactly what Generation Me tried to do to Alex Shelley, but it didn't last too long. Now look at this, inverted, almost like a Boston crab, inverted. Oh, jeez.
It's like a rocking horse type submission move.
I have no clue how the hell you get out of that, bad boy. That's how. Get your partner to help you.
A little help from your brother.
Well, I don't know why the boo birds are coming out. I don't get that. Hey, he's trying to help his brother out. Brother was getting contorted like a pretzel that was contorted. Boom! Nice. Look at that quick tag. Tag team champions now getting drilled here.
Max Buck now the fresh man in and taking it to both members of the Guns.
Oh, look at that.
Boy, how did he avoid the clothesline by Sabin? Just matrixed right out of the move.
Oh, Bulldog City, the cover. Kind of looked like he maybe grazed Sabin. Didn't get all of Sabin there, but it was enough to knock Sabin off his feet. Ooh.
Quickly springing to the top. Max takes Sabin, drives it face first right to the canvas, and then goes for the pin. Oh, boy, on the verge of victory. Almost had new champs there.
Big time close. You could sense that little tad of frustration right there from Max. Well, look at that tag right there. Alex Shelley tagged himself in unbeknownst to Generation Me. Oh, man.
Shelley back in play.
Whoa, 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 watch this.
Single leg thrust off the top. Leads to a cover. He had the legs hooked, but no, not enough.
The energy that these two teams just ooze here in the impact zone. You gotta be here to feel it. It's just something else. I don't know if it translates on television or not.
The crowd so receptive tonight at No Surrender to these two great tag teams. Perfectly placed kick between the shoulder blades.
Shelley is in Generation Me's corner. You don't see that much. That's a ballsy move.
Oh, went to go springboard. Got cut off by Jeremy, who then drops him right on the back of his head and right on his neck.
On the apron.
On the apron. And
well, we've talked about
pointed it out before, Taz.
It's the hardest part of the ring. The ring apron is the hardest part of the ring. So, neck breaker right there. That might be enough to shut down Alex Shelley.
Shelley has had his issues with neck problems in the past as he gets rolled in for the quick pin attempt here. You see the Max right back on him.
Well, he's tenacious, and that's what you have to do. He's trying to become a champion for him and his brother, and that's very smart. You got to be tenacious.
Now the good quick tags and the cutting off of the ring is a strategy that's employed by the challengers Generation Me.
You notice how Jeremy turns his back to the machine gun's corner, which is smart. You want to keep the bulk of your opponent's body in your corner.
And at the same time, you keep your eyes on your partner.
Well, if he wants a tag,
Sure.
tag in, you can reach over and
communicate with him.
Correct. I mean, they're really working that neck of Alex Shelley, and except for that part right there, he kicked him in the back.
It's almost as if they have some kind of a pre-match strategy or game plan to concentrate on the neck of Shelley, and it's pretty sound strategy if you think about it. Double team drop kick and another cover for two.
When you have neck issues, and I'm telling you from experience, they almost never go away, especially when you compete to the level of an Alex Shelley. I mean, all the crazy stuff he does in his offense. So who knows internally in Alex Shelley's neck what's really going on. So, hey, Jen Mee doing the right thing. Got to have that killer instinct just for the tag team titles.
Is it a case where maybe it just, with the neck issues, never really 100%?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, never 100%.
And then also the mental doubts that goes into play.
I'm sure you're tentative. You're tentative sometimes in some of your moves, but which is something we haven't seen. Alex Shelley, in his offense, he's very rarely tentative. And now it looks like a full Nelson here by Jeremy, which puts tons of pressure on the back of your neck. Broke the grip did Shelley.
Caught him with some elbow shots. Takes him away with the arm drag, but then just, wow, went to the ropes and then just went straight down.
Whoa, whoa, oh, missed it. Missed it. Shelley's got to try and tag Sabin in this thing. There it is.
Sabin on fire. Baseball slide drop kick. Takes Jeremy to the floor. Flying forearm shot for Max Buck. And another.
How quick and fleet-footed is Chris Sabin. Amazing. Machine guns, they're always loaded with bullets, they're always shooting. And here comes Sabin.
Springboard, DDT, follow pin,
got him. Great timing. Jeremy Buck saved his brother from getting beat right there, straight up. Oh, God. Body's flying all over the place, Mike. Yo!
Just like that, suicide dive by Alex Shelley, and yeah, the no surrender crowd here at the Impact Zone shows their appreciation. Sabin and Max Buck both up to their feet and both connecting with serious shots, serious right hands.
Trying to get some momentum going with some of those heavy right hands. Now forearm shivers right there by Max Buck. Oh! That'll slow you down right to the abdomen.
Trying to get his momentum going off the ropes, but got cut off.
I thought he was going for that DDT.
Instead, he gets rushed right into the corner, back first.
Yeah, I think Max counted it perfectly. What the hell is this? What the
hell was that?
I don't know.
Can they take advantage and win the titles?
Oh, man, how close was that?
Boy, they were close. I think maybe Sabin took Jeremy and just shoved him right into his own brother.
It was enough to break up the pinfall. Oh, man. That high round kick. Oh.
Drop kick right into the face of Shelley. Boy, all the damage that Shelley has had done to his head and neck in this matchup. And now Generation Me in control of the match. Can they get the 3 count and win the TNA Tag Team titles?
Challenges are on fire. Missing some stuff there, but... Oh!
Super kick by Shelley. Answered by super kicks from the Bucks. Sabin. Oh, missed the kick. Oh, that didn't miss.
Double crescent kick right in the face. Looks like Jeremy Buck is the sacrificial lamb here. Our live crowd is going nuts.
Guns. They're going to go for the skull and bones. Sabin with the neck breaker. Shelley with the flying cross-body block. Sabin with the cover.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, and still TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Motor City Machine Guns.
awesome, awesome match for the TNA Tag Team titles. What a phenomenal way to kick off No Surrender. No shame for Jen Me, in my opinion. This is what got the victory right there. Or retain the titles, I should say, for the Guns. No shame for Jen Me. What a match, Mike.
Perfect way to kick off No Surrender, and Chris Sabin going to help his Guns tag team partner Alex Shelley to his feet. And we talked about it throughout the match. Alex Shelley took a hell of a beating on his neck, but was able to fight through the pain, fight through the punishment that was inflicted by Generation Me.
Well, hey, listen, Gen Me had their shot. They made the most of it, but they couldn't seal the deal, unfortunately for them. It's a great outing, though.
What's this about?
Well, that's about Generation Me, right? I mean,
I guess you're right. Well, I guess you're almost getting your wish here, Taz. You talked earlier about maybe a little bit different attitude from Max and Jeremy, and I certainly never expected it.
You see Alex Shelley trying to protect his neck. And our live crowd here basically telling Jen Me they think they suck, which, hey, Shelley's trying to protect his neck, which Jen Me pinpointed during the match. Jen Me's not done, Mike. Wow.
The pounding on his back.
We've never seen this side of him here.
Just caught us off guard. Never expecting it. Oh my God.
Wow.
What are you doing? Get out of here, Mario. Get out of here.
I didn't think these two had that in them. And immediately on the scene, the EMT's coming out, and well, you can't blame Chris Sabin. Such a dangerous.
Look. Just laughing now.
I don't get that reaction.
Wow. Couple of cocky kids right there, a little pissed off they couldn't win the titles.
And that's what Generation Me is all about.
Yeah. Hey,
you're right, that sense of entitlement and what have you done for me lately, and in the process, Alex Shelley.
I wanted to see that edge come out of him, Mike, but
maybe not to that extent, huh?
I think they went a little too far here.
And nobody knows about the seriousness of something like this, where if there could be further damage done to that neck, boy, you want to be very careful with moving Alex Shelley.
I mean, let's take a look again at what Jen Me did here to Shelley. The double just pile driving his head like a DDT right on the outside. And that's a real thin mat, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a thick.
And did you see the landing? How he came straight down on the top of his head, and at that point, that's just got to compress everything, right? The vertebrae and everything. And
everything. Well, I mean, we don't know. Look, I've had some I broke my neck, and you can have numbness in your hand or down your arm. I mean, who knows what's going on with Shelley here, but thank God we have some professional medical help out there. So that happens, you kind of lose strength in your legs and everything, and you can't put weight on your, on your legs and your feet. It's just, he's in pain, man. He's in big pain.
And Taz, I mean, we're watching this terrific matchup between the two. The Guns end up keeping the TNA Tag Team titles, and then out of nowhere, this serious situation with Shelley, who's being helped to the back. We're going to stay on top of this story.